came out today to start preparing for deer season. As you can see, when we first got in, we were just greeted by a bunch of grass. This is where we almost died. I'll leave a link below. Make sure to check out Near Fatal Moment. They called it the Tragedy of Liège. A very famous story.
If you don't, you can just bring it back. Where are you guys parked?
I'll just out here.
Kill switch is on the handle. Just make sure it's in the on position. If the engine is cold, you'll need to prime it and choke it.
Okay.
Primer's right there, 3-4. Choke up to start.
Yeah.
Once you hear it turn over, it might cut out right away or it might keep running. Just choke off. Pull it again if you need to choke off.
Yeah.
And then your throttle's on the handle. That's it.
Perfect.
And if it's hot, you don't need choke or nothing.
Yeah.
Just on and pull.
Yeah.
They're talking on the on-off, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, only for cold starts.
And you turn it back off once you got it running.
Exactly.
It's very loud for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Thanks.
See ya.
The water back here.
Yeah. Should get one.
Yeah? That's bigger now. She shows. Wow. Fresh ولا filter. Black bag. 7.
came out today to start preparing for deer season. As you can see, when we first got in, we were just greeted by a bunch of grass everywhere we went. And the mission today was to try to cut as much of the grass as we can in order to make it easier to get some work done. Soon we're going to be going in there and setting up our blinds and placing some feed for the deer. And if we're surrounded by grass, then we won't be able to do any of that. That's our fire pit. So as you can see, we got the main parts done. Well, obviously we still got a bunch of grass just laying around, but at least now when we come in with the cars and when we bring the ATV, we're just going to be able to run all of this over and just flatten everything out. It's just going to make it easier for us to get around, even tow the trailer. Now obviously we do live in Canada, and eventually all of this will disappear and will be covered with snow, but during the fall time it tends to get crazy, because especially this area here, because it's all exposed. So you'll find grass that's like 6-7 feet high. We are by no means any experts. This is our 4th year. We can count our 1st year off, so technically it will be our 3rd year, but on paper it is our 4th year hunting this land. We're only learning. We're getting better every year. We're learning techniques. Some years are tougher than others just because life gets in the way, but you know, we try to take care of it as much as we can. You know, we had to include our own piece of art inside of the cabin. Free Palestine. ATV trailer. Now you know where we hide the ATV trailer. Soon you will know, you'll find out where we hide the ATV as well. Okay, we're coming down the main trail on the land, which is the one that leads to the other side of the piece of this land, and it's split in half almost by a beaver dam. The beavers have been living here for over 10 years. They've created their own little dam and managed to split the land in half. But over the last couple of years, we got a professional trapper and we took care of the beaver problem. Now we can easily access the other side of the land. See how the platform held up. This is where we almost died. I'll leave a link below. Make sure to check out Near Fatal Moment. They called it the Tragedy of Liège. A very famous story. Abu Ahmed? Oh. You need the thumbnail. Let me come up.
I can't see you.
Should I come up?
Can't see you.
What do you mean?
Camo.
Yes, sir. We made it. Inshallah, Allah.
How to correctly start. A cold steel. Easy start.
As good as ever. Good old steel.
Got a bigger one.
You do need a bigger one though. This is nice though. Put it on the ATV, take it with you, quick change. Alright, camera's been set up. So now we're seeing everything in front of the cabin. The problem with this camera is we have limited signal. We need cellular connection. And if we go too deep inside, then we won't get connection.